Some men ain't ready for that. You know, some men just don't.
It's not about getting the cold feet.
What is it?
It's about the fact that you just may not see yourself being
with that person
in a long-term relationship with that person.
But
you can't turn your back on your child.
Any man worth his salt, regardless of how you feel about that woman,
is gonna take your
if you have been presented with a positive test and you're like, or you reasonably believe that it's your seed, you're gonna do any man worth his salt. Not every man, but any man that's a real man is gonna do his best to make that. At least gonna try. Be like, man, can I make this work? Can I do this? But it don't work for everybody. The best thing to do is
I can't say that.
This is what it is. You think so?
Nah, because I've had that happen.
I got 2 boys.
My oldest daughter, her mom figured that by her being pregnant and keeping the baby, it was gonna keep me, and that wasn't the case. She actually came and told me after she couldn't get an abortion, and her response was,
"That's what some females do.
I'm pregnant." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, but we had already broken up. Right. And she knew that. She figured that was going to get me to be like, all right, let's go ahead and come back to this.
My situation was a little bit different. Mine, having 2 kids, mine was, I was presented with, hey, I'm pregnant. And to me, at that point in time, it was just somebody I was fucking with. You know what I'm saying? To me, it wasn't nowhere near serious. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And when she brought it to me, I was like, whoa, okay. So my first question was, all right, well, who else you fucking? You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't get it out of the way. She was greatly offended by that. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, hold on, like, let me be real, because I'm fucking like 9 other people right now. Like, that don't, let's be honest for a second. But what I did with that was, I did everything I could to make that work. Because growing up in the household I grew up in, you don't shake, if that's yours, then you don't just walk away, or you don't at least try. Now, I tried, and in the process of trying, I ended up with a second child. You know what I'm saying? But, with the same woman. Yeah. But, after much prayer and thought and consideration, it was like, this ain't for me. So I sat down and had that conversation, like, this ain't gonna work.
Could be busy.
Could be busy.
I wouldn't ask for a number and not use it. But I definitely give it 2 or 3 days before I use it.
No. We'll go fire. Won't last long.
I ain't gonna say necessarily you gotta be sexually active, but you gotta show some type of interest. If I'm talking to you, you need to show me some type of interest. If you don't show me some type of interest,
I cannot. I tried to date my son.
I was hard.
That's why I ended up dating a new members instructor at church. The new member class instructor. I ended up dating her. And after a while, she was like, when something popped off one night, it wasn't sex, but it was, it was very close to it. And the next day, she sent me this email like, the Lord saved me, and I can't be in this type of relationship. I promised myself I wouldn't go this far without being married, and I'm not gonna do that anymore, and blah blah blah. And I replied and was like, you know what? I understand. I hate to sound like a heathen, but I can't be in a relationship that I can't express myself sexually. And that was the last time. I mean, I've been in that situation, but I chose to let it be and leave it alone. Being irrational.
Check.
Denying logic.
Doing crazy things. Coming into
I agree with irrational.
In the middle of the night when you're not with them no more. You know what I'm saying? Just because you want to be in the room with them. All right, so, my oldest daughter, her mom, like I said, she told me she was pregnant. She's just, because I didn't want to be with her, she started doing like weird stuff. Like one night I'm laying in bed with somebody and Shorty asked me like, why are you rubbing on my head? Well, it's pitch dark. I know I can't see my hands, but I'm like literally like this in the bed. Cut the light on. She's standing over the bed, rubbing on Shorty's head. A couple weeks later, I get up in the middle of the night to walk out onto the landing. You can see that no one's out there. It's supposed to be out there because the light's not on. We got one of those sensor lights. Open the door up, light comes on. She's sitting on the step talking about, I figured you'll come out here. That's what I see. Got up, walked up. Yeah, man. That's
To me, you lie to a woman. Most people lie to people they care about. And the reason they lie to them is because they don't want things to change. And they know if they be honest with that person, or they feel like if they're honest with them, the type of relationship they have is going to change. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that to change, so you lie about it. Now, a woman who you don't care how that relationship goes, you going to tell me. You know what I'm saying? Home to my lady, and she like, where you was at, and I know, regardless of what I was doing, if she wouldn't approve of where I was at, I don't want to give her no reason to be upset with me. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather her continue to be happy and relax. You know what I'm saying? Because me personally, I don't want that to change. I want to keep a good relationship. That's why I can't.
So.
I don't think so. The reason why I don't think so is because I know I've done things. So how can I really sit here and judge you harshly for things that I've done myself that you probably don't even know about?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
That makes no sense at all.
You reach a point in your life where it's like, if I find out certain things about my woman, I'm gonna be disappointed. My feelings gonna be hurt. But it don't automatically mean like I can't never be with you or I can't. You know what I'm saying?
That's the point.
Because I got the mindset that all that shit ain't real nowhere till you bring it to me. Who knows what you've been doing? You know what I'm saying? You might, like when I go out, I'm like, you know, even when I go out, I leave my girl at home. Like, how do I know for a fact that somebody ain't at the house doing what they doing anyway? You know, I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna. It'd be foolish of me to cast that judgment on somebody, especially like he said, knowing what I've done or what I'm capable of doing. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody deserves at least to be heard out. You know what I'm saying? Quanto. What? How much? Hey, but y'all be surprised. That shit works though. Quanto. Quantos. Yeah, Quantos.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't take her serious. It depends on where we go after that first date, after I smash. No, first night, babe. I'm not gonna just throw it out the window and say she's a whore because I smashed on the first night. No, probably would.
But here's this though, you know what I'm saying? To me, if you smash on the first night,
that
means that you two have already established that it's nothing but sex anyway. You know what I'm saying? You's already like, all right, well look, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get something. You trying to get something too. Let's go ahead and do this. It's not like I met you, we done sat there and kicked it for like hours, and next thing you know, we go ahead and doing this thing. It ain't gonna be that.
I think women want what they want just as much as men want what they want.
They just don't want to say it.
Yeah.
They don't say it, men show.
But at the same time, like when you smash on the first day or the first time y'all kick it, like anything he gonna lose a little bit of respect. He's gonna be like, you know what, she's cool and everything, but because like I said earlier off camera, every single person was alive the day before they met you. And they was perfectly content without you. So whatever they was doing before, so you ain't the first for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you might be the first for some stuff, but most people, like, if she lets you beat on the first day, you think you the first one? Did she let beat on the first day? Like, probably not. It's probably not that way. So any woman I've ever been in a substantial or a substantive relationship with, it definitely took some time. And then just, I can't see that. Our demographic, people settle less. But I think in general, in marriage, a lot of people settle. Like, a lot of people settle. I have to be married by the time I'm 34, 35, 40. And if they 39 and they ain't married and they thought they had to be married by the time they 40, the next person they meet, they be like, oh, I love that person so much. But it's just they got happy at 40. You know what I'm saying? A lot of compromise goes on, but I don't think there's a lot of settling in our demographic. Right. You know what I'm saying? I think in our demographic, we're a little more picky. We ain't going to tolerate too much. But you do compromise quite a bit. Yes. I know. It's very.
I don't.
Well,
yes. The reason why I don't is because people change every day. We have different experiences every day that shapes who we are going forward. So just because you live with someone right now and you get married, doesn't mean it's gonna be the same person after you get married because they're gonna go through different things.
But you can establish a baseline.
Yeah.
You can establish a.
This is what.
Let me
This
see
is what
what
she's
you're
on.
on an average day. Like here's
Yeah.
your average. This
It can justify.
You gonna know
what
they
she's on.
dirty or not.
You know what I'm saying? To a degree. Nah, because you don't open that closet. You don't all that shit. That shit up in there. You know what I'm
Pull
saying?
out.
You open it up, it's an avalanche. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on. But I personally believe that any woman I'm planning on marrying, we gonna have to spend at least a couple. We're gonna spend some time living together first, just because. I gotta figure out what's going on, man. Because I don't want to be sprung on like all of a sudden just find out that she keep old panties under the cabinet or something. You just like, look, man, I don't get it. It's certain shit you just don't want to see, bro. Like you gotta know before. Like I can't deal with that for the rest of my life. Like we need to know what kind of conversation we gotta have. Well, I need to know the ground rules. I need to see.
I'm just saying, being real, what you want in life. Say what it is you want. Go for it. If that's not working with that person not ready.
I wouldn't say that there's any specific thing the person can do. I mean, just be genuine, be open, be giving. I mean, if you're looking for a response to what can a woman do to be selfless, be giving, be understanding, be willing to compromise.
Say what's on your mind, what you really want.
Be down for
You don't say
be
what you
honest.
want,
Yeah.
they ain't gonna bullshit you from day one.
A woman needs to be about us. Period. Loyalty to us. There it is. You see what I'm saying? The whole outside influence should never affect what we do and argue. Whenever that happens, that means that I can't actually trust you. But so far, which means that now I have to, put you in certain boxes because I can't trust that what goes on with us stays with us, and what we decide we do if other people are able to influence what decisions you want to make. So I think that is a big thing for me. If we decide together that we're going to do X, Y, and Z, now I don't give a damn if you go tell somebody else about what our plans are. If someone comes to you and say, well, nah, y'all shouldn't do that, y'all should do this right here, then you come back to me talking about we're going to be doing this now. Now you're telling me that what we have here isn't strong enough for us to do things together without you having to go listen to other folks and change up on it. You know what I'm saying?
Or be susceptible to outside influence.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because here's this. To me personally, I can give two shits when anybody think about it. You know what I'm saying? You can go tell anybody whatever you want. I'll be the bad guy. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because again, at the end of the day, they don't know me for them to be able to judge me the way they are. So whatever, you know what I'm saying, you go tell somebody whatever, it's cool with me. But at the end of the motherfucking day, what we decide in this household together needs to be what we're going to do. Period. That right there is loyalty.
I told my lady, I said, look, I am open and willing to accept all of your input and opinion. Mm-hmm. That's why you my lady. Put my name on the side of this motherfucking boat. You know what I'm saying? I'm the captain. When you look at the back, when my cruise line past your island, they say Ross on the back. They don't say motherfucking Ross and Hicks. You know what I'm saying? They say Ross. Now, you standing up here on the bridge with me because I respect your shit. You know what I'm saying? I respect your opinion and all that, but when you're on this boat, let's not confuse. This is my boat. You know what I'm saying? This is my boat. I'll let you know what I'm saying.
It's ours, but it's not ours.
Right, it's ours, but it's not really ours.
Definitely
don't let nobody off that's not on this boat. Influence, impact whatsoever on what's going on.